In what way do you think can RESET accelerate the establishment of risk proportionate regulations for e-cigarettes in Germany and beyond?
Thank you very much, Dylan. I think that the RESET frame is a fantastic start, let's say, to go into negotiations, to go into, let's say, public discussions about the ways, the strategies of how better control, let's say, all kinds of ENDS, electronic nicotine delivery systems. It's a good basis to talk on each of the sub-points I just mentioned in order to get it to come into negotiations with the government. And I think we are on a good way after the new government has been installed. And the new drug commissioner is much more, let's say, open for harm reduction. It's even mentioned in the coalition treaty that the coalition or the new government is more strongly pushing harm reduction. They, of course, meant harm reduction in the field of illicit drug use. That's something I worked on for the last 25 years. And we came to a certain success in avoiding additional risks consumers or people with substance use disorders do not want to have, like giving out steroids, needles and syringes, to injecting opiate users, guaranteeing it in every, let's say, setting where they are, also in prisons, and many other things. So this, of course, was avoiding infectious diseases, and so this is what they mean. But I think we should expand this very successful model of harm reduction to the saving lives in motivating people to switch from combustible cigarette use to less harmful, much less harmful strategies. And that's something I'm working for, I'm struggling for, with the means of conferences, with the means of publications, books, peer-reviewed journals, articles, and so on. This is something which is, I think, fruitful in order, let's say, to persuade, to convince politicians that it is not a question of either or. That would be wishful thinking. And the whole tobacco control policy was dominated for a decade of these wishful thinking concept. No, we have to be more pragmatic, more realistic, more, let's say, target group specific in our messages, in all what we're doing. We cannot have, let's say, this one-size-fits-all strategy. And so far, my attempt is, let's say, to persuade politicians, drug commissioner, health politicians, but also the spokesmen and women of the political parties to get, let's say, into the whole debate on harm reduction and reset the concept. The frame of RESET is an ideal frame for getting into discussions with them.